Hello and welcome to your yoga practice. We're going to begin today in a child's pose. Come to a tabletop position on your hands and knees. Take your knees wide. Bring your toes to touch behind. Press your hips back to your heels. Bringing your forehead to the mat as you extend your arms out long in front. Gently closing down your eyes and connecting in with your breath. See if you can connect in with Ujjayi. Breathing in and out through the nose, whilst tightening the muscles in the back of your throat. Connecting in with your audible breath. The breath that helps to build your focus, your concentration. Grounding you into this present moment. Trust that you've been guided to this practice for a reason. If you've been feeling a little down recently, or maybe stressed or overwhelmed with a never-ending to-do list, know that it's through this practice that you will reset your body and mind, wiping the slate clean so you can go back to your day with a fresh perspective, knowing that you are capable of handling any challenges that come your way. But for now, it's time to relax, to connect with your breath, and allow yourself to be fully present in this precious present moment, where you are safe, supported, and loved unconditionally, exactly as you are. Now take your time to rise back up into a tabletop on your hands and knees. We're going to move into some slow and gentle cat-cows. Inhale as you drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale as you round your spine and press the ground away. Move at the pace of your own breath. Maybe even close down your eyes and just notice how this movement feels in your body. Make your way back into tabletop with a neutral spine, where we're going to set up for puppy pose. Keep your knees stacked underneath your hips as you begin to walk your hands forward, melting your chest down towards the mat. You can rest your forehead or maybe even your chin on the mat. Closing down your eyes, deeply connected to your breath. Feeling the sensation of stress melting away from your shoulders, your upper back, and your chest. On your next inhale, take your time to rise back up into tabletop. Tuck your toes and press your hips high and back to make your way to downward facing dog. Gently begin to pedal out your legs, bending one knee and then the other. Now begin taking small steps towards the top of your mat to come into a forward fold. Grab hold of your elbows, a gentle bend in your knees as you allow your head to hang completely heavy. Find stillness. Stay focused on your breath. And see if you can begin to imagine all of the stress, all of the worries, all of the overwhelm, as if they were just falling out of the top of your head, releasing with every breath. Release your hands and inhale to a halfway lift, sliding your hands up your legs. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind. Enjoy one more big breath in. And then exhale as you gently fold forward. Inhale to mountain, reach up high. Bring your palms together, interlace your fingers with your index fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. We're coming into a mini back bend with your heart forward, take your shoulders back and your gaze up. Staying with your breath. Enjoy one more big breath in. And then exhale and gently fold forward. Planting your hands to the mat. Step back into your tabletop on your hands and knees, where we're going to set up for your frog pose. Turn to face the side of your mat. Take your knees as wide as you can, making sure your ankle is stacked directly underneath your knee, with your toes pointing out to the side. Make your way down to your forearms and guide your hips back towards your heels until you can't go any further. From here, make a little pillow with your hands and gently rest your forehead on your hands. Closing down your eyes. Reconnecting with your Ujjayi breath. Many yogis believe that your emotions are stored in your hips. So sometimes when we get into these deep hip opening poses, it can cause an emotional release. A release of the stored, unprocessed, blocked emotions. If this happens for you today, know that anything that comes up during your yoga practice comes up to be healed and released. So allow yourself to let go with every breath, knowing that you are safe and supported always. It's from putting ourselves in poses like this and allowing ourselves to not just sit with the discomfort that we're experiencing, but actually feel it too, that we can build our resilience to stress. And remind yourself that you are capable of anything that you set your mind to. Now we're going to start to think about releasing this pose, making no sudden movements. Gently ease yourself out by straightening your legs out behind. And see if you can just swivel your way back round. Come to lie down on your back, hugging your knees in towards your chest. Give them a big squeeze, close down your eyes. And you can stay completely still or maybe gently rock from side to side. Just listen to your body. Notice how good it feels to let go. To set up for your low bridge pose, plant your feet into the mat and inhale your hips towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers behind your low back, ground down through your feet, press into your hands and your shoulders as you lift up as high as you can in this low bridge pose. Focusing on the rise and fall of your stomach and chest with every breath. Enjoy one more big breath in. And then exhale and gently release, hugging your knees back in towards your chest. Now we're going to set up for your easy twists. Taking your arms out like a T to either side of your body. Drop your knees to the left and turn your head to take your gaze to the right before closing down your eyes. Continuing to send your breath all the way into your stomach. Take your time to make your way back to centre, swapping sides. Drop your knees to the right and turn your head to take your gaze to the left before closing down your eyes. Making your way back to centre, take your feet towards the ceiling for waterfall pose. You can have your hands gently resting by your sides or maybe resting on your body. Eyes closed and deeply focused on your breath. Gently release. Hug your knees back in towards your chest. Give them a big squeeze. To set up for butterfly, bring the soles of your feet together to touch and let your knees fall open like butterfly wings. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach, and close down your eyes. Enjoy a big deep clearing breath in through the nose. And exhale to sigh it all out through the mouth. Continue with this breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth, letting go with a sigh of relief. One last time, big deep clearing breath in, sigh of relief out. Now we're going to release into your final Shavasana. Taking up lots of space on your mat. Let your feet fall open. Your arms down by your sides with your palms facing up. Your eyes closed. Letting go of your breath. Feeling supported by the surface beneath you. Held by the space around you. And deeply connected to the oasis of peace within you. And in the presence of peace, all your worries, stress, fear, and doubt melt away. Slowly and gently begin to introduce some movement back to your fingers and your toes. Give them a wiggle. Reach your hands up high above your head and enjoy a long body stretch. Stretching out from the tips of your fingers to your toes. Make your way into a fetal position on one side. Eyes closed. Pausing for a moment in the pose of new beginnings. Remembering that right now is a new beginning, a new opportunity to start again, carrying this peaceful energy that you've created within your practice with you, as you gently press yourself up to seated. Remember, you can come back to this practice anytime that you need it. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.